Now, extensive mobile internet network boosted by cheap data parks has turned India into the mobile gaming capital of the world. A new report sheds light on the exponential growth, current developments and the future of India's mobile gaming ecosystem. Here's a report.
Gaming is no longer just a pastime for Indians. For millions of Indians, it is also emerging as a major career path. Online gaming now employs over 100,000 skilled professionals directly and indirectly. The sector is expected to add over 250,000 jobs in the next decade. From 100 in 2019, the number of professional players has now risen to 500. This number is expected to be more than double by 2028 thanks to the recognition granted to esports. The gaming industry is expected to grow at 14% CAGR to reach over $7 billion by 2028. From just 25 in 2015, India now has over 900 game developers. Gaming companies have raised nearly $3 billion since 2017, with 2021 being the best year for funding. With 10 unicorns and 5 decacorns by 2028, India's gaming industry is all set to enter the global arena. The proliferation of cheap data packs and extensive mobile network has aided the sector's growth. Sample these numbers. India's mobile game downloads exceeds the downloads of the next two markets, the US and Brazil, put together. Mobile gaming constitutes a whopping 90% of the overall industry in India, way higher than the rest of the world. In just 4 years, gaming downloads in India have soared from 5.65 billion to a staggering 9.5 billion. Now, this propelled India's share of game downloads to 16%, turning it into the fastest growing market. The future looks bright for the gaming sector. 80% of Indians will get access to internet in the next 4 to 5 years. As India's economy expands, people's disposable incomes are also likely to grow. This will be reflected in greater data consumption and higher purchasing power. With a high adoption rate and rising women participation, gaming could symbolize India's economic ascent in the 21st century. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Let's now talk about the future of the gaming industry in India. Animesh Agarwal is the co-founder of an esports gaming platform. He's now joining us live from Mumbai. Mr. Agarwal, thank you very much for joining us on this program. What are the steps that the gaming industry is taking to make video gaming a professional career path?
Thank you, Eric, for having me. What I believe that, as a gamer myself, I believe that a professional career in gaming has a lot of different verticals. It's not only about becoming a professional gamer and playing for an esports team, but if we look at the way the market has been booming in India with close to 1,400 game development studios that are now existent in the country, I believe that it opens up a lot of different career paths for the upcoming and the current generation of people who would want to make a career in gaming. I believe that game development studios are looking for young and hungry talent who would want to learn and grow and use their dynamic nature to and creativity to create great games from India. If I look at it also with the coming in of AI, which has become I would say an industry changer, gaming and AI would really go hand in hand. So everyone who is looking to enter into the gaming development sector should also try to learn a lot about AI and how it's going to change how games are developed in India. Apart from this, definitely, like we have already seen, there's been an insane rise in the number of esports players who are playing games professionally right now when India has grown. But I believe that it's now gonna grow in multifold. So definitely all the gamers who want to make their mark as a professional gamer who have been gaming passionately up till now should definitely look for opportunity that's gonna come up in future. There are so many esports team coming in with heavy investments into the country, made locally. The teams that are born out of India are actually very, I would say, consistently looking for new and fresh talent. So I believe that there are ample opportunities that remain. Apart from that, I think that
let's talk about that investment, Mr. Agrawal. Let's talk about that investment. Let's talk about money. How can the gaming industry become a big contributor to India's economic growth?
I believe that if you look at the CAGR, it's been close to $3 billion already. I believe that we also have data that says that it's going to reach around $7 billion by FY28. So I believe that an industry that just got its boom around mid 2019 or post COVID has really contributed a lot towards the economic condition of India already. And the numbers that we expected and the way it's growing, I definitely believe there's a lot to bring in. Also, if you look at the employment numbers, we are talking about 100,000 skilled employees, but there are so many people already employed in the industry who might not even make it to the list of this 100,000. So I definitely believe that this number is way higher. And we, as the industry as a whole, are looking to employ more people, both skilled and unskilled, and trying to become skilled in the industry, because this industry is of a different nature. We can get unskilled people who are not in the correct direction, and try to train them and give them an idea of how gaming industry works. So I believe that the potential of this industry to contribute towards the economic growth of India is immense. And all the leaders, key players in the industry would continue to do so to build for the economic growth of India.
All right. Well, now that we are talking about the investments, why don't we talk about the policies of the government? What are your expectations from the government as an industry representative?
I believe that the current government of India is very futuristic. The initiatives like Make in India, Digital India have really pushed all the young entrepreneurs of India to build for India. And, we are going towards a generation of complete digitization. So I believe that this futuristic government would very carefully try to take steps, and also which they have already taken in one of the previous budgets. We had the ABCG task force set up by the government, which in some way recognized gaming and animation as a key sector. Apart from that, I believe that as time progresses and as gaming becomes a bigger industry, the government would take perfect steps with careful analysis of the cultural and economic and social impacts of gaming in India, and bring in some great policies that would really help the industry to grow. I believe that we have a great government that respects every industry, and they would definitely continue to take cognizance of gaming as a big booming industry in India and contribute towards the growth of it.
All right, I've been talking to Animesh Agarwal. Animesh, thank you very much for all your insights and for talking to WION World is One today. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.